Triangle area. We're just beginning to see a little precipitation here. None of that's going to be anything frozen. It's just too warm. But
another cold, rainy day. Sounds like a good day to make a venison meatloaf. Oh, and before you say it, all you naysayers out there, oh, how can you kill a deer? How can you do this? How can you do that? Go watch one video of a slaughterhouse, whether it's pork, chicken, or beef. I harvest my own animals. Not to say I don't eat chicken and beef, we all do. But when you harvest, I don't even like that terminology. When you kill this animal and you take care of it, I age the meat. Sometimes I put them in coolers. It's on ice sometimes for 7, 10 days. Sometimes 14 days. There's no game flavor to it. There's certainly never been a needle in it. There's no steroids. There's no red dyes. And there's no biotics in it. If you fed that to someone that had never tasted venison before, they would think that that was the best beef they've ever had. It's completely clean. It's been taken care of. It's been aged well. What else can you say? It's good. It's time to get off this couch and go get some meat. Perfect. Okay, meat's out of the freezer. I'll let it thaw here on the counter for a little bit, probably 3 or 4 hours. I'll see you back then. Okay, our venison is about thawed. I wanted to run through the ingredients that I use. Number one, get yourself some good bacon. I'll put the bacon in the microwave on this dish. We save the juices, add the juice to the ground venison. And then I'll go through, just throw everything in a big mixing bowl. I'll add 2 eggs, 2 stalks of celery, half an onion chopped up fine. You can use either one. I prefer the red. Chopped up tomato, liquid smoke. Again, that's preference also. If I was going to be cooking outside on the smoker, I wouldn't even use it. But it's rainy. I'm going to do it in the oven. So I'll probably add a half a teaspoon of that. And then we got Worcestershire sauce. A good teaspoon of that. Garlic, half teaspoon. Get your favorite rub. This is hickory bacon. I'll probably put a full teaspoon of that in there. That really brings out the flavor of the venison. Beefy onion soup. And the kicker, instead of using oatmeal or crackers, I use French's onions. So we'll throw it all together in the pan and get the oven ready and go from there. Okay, got her all mixed up and in the loaf pan. Doesn't that look pretty? Last thing I do is I take my hickory bacon rub, even though it's already in the meat, and I give it just a little bit on the top of the bacon, just to pretty it up and give it that little extra flavor. There we go. Into a preheated 350-degree oven for about an hour. At this point you're thinking, is he just having meatloaf for dinner? Not a chance. Mashed potatoes, which everybody knows how to peel and mash potatoes. But I'm making a brown gravy with portobello mushrooms. And this is how I do it. 1 slab of bacon cut up in, little fine pieces. We're going to throw that in our pan and slowly render that down so you get the bacon, hear that sizzling. You get that smoky bacon flavor into your gravy that you're going to make. You just want to render it down, a couple minutes. You don't want to cook it all the way up through. Doesn't that look good? So you get that bacon rendered down, and you pull it out and you save it once it's rendered, because you want to put that back in your gravy when you're done. Meanwhile, you're going to have a little bit of bacon fat in the bottom of that pan. Now that I got the bacon all out and the butter melted, I want to add a little bit of flour, just all-purpose flour. You know, a couple tablespoons, a little bit at a time. What you're doing is you're making a roux. And this will, you'll take that, just stir it up, let it start getting brown. It's what they call a roux. And then you're going to add 3/4 of a box of Swanson beef broth. And just slowly stir it in. Get it up to a medium-high heat. Let it sit, and it will thicken up. It'll be beautiful gravy. So now in a separate saucepan, get yourself a slab of butter, get it melting, and we're going to take, I've got 3 or 4 good size, they're actually baby portobello mushrooms, but I got 4 of them cut up. And that bacon that you pulled out of the gravy, look at that, rendering away. Looks good. Throw that right in the pan all together. Saute that for, 3 or 4 minutes. And the bacon will definitely add some more flavor to it. And once that's to the consistency that you like, I love mushrooms, but I'm not a fan of them being raw. But once that's done, I'll throw that right in the gravy. Alright, got the mushrooms sauteed, and we're just going to go ahead and put that whole thing right in with that gravy. That, my friend, is going to be good. Okay, it's been a little bit over an hour. Let's check that gravy first. Oh boy, look at that. Is that going to be good or what? Wow, perfect. Well, that's about it. I won't bore you with the details of peeling and cooking potatoes, but if you've got ground venison and you're wondering what to do with it, try this recipe. I guarantee it'll be the best meatloaf you ever had. Thanks for watching.